In 6 more months, we qualify for Ecuadorian citizenship. At least we can start the application process. Fingers crossed. We have to work on our Spanish because there's a Spanish test. But we've been recently looking into the principles of flag theory, which is basically do not put all of your avocados in one basket. And so we've been doing a lot of research into other countries. So once we have our second passport, we can then start looking at second residence, because it's never a good idea to just be locked into one place, and that's the stuff that we've been learning.
I've been doing a lot of research and checking into countries that a couple can live in under $2,000 a month, and today we're going to share that with you.
And all of these countries have visas. They all have tourist visas. Some of them have 1 and 2 year temporary visas. Some have digital nomad visas. And some of those visas can be converted into permanent visas if you qualify. We often get comments on these types of videos that, well, I don't qualify for any of the visas in these countries. Well, might be a good idea to start working on that right now. And we're going to be talking about that in some future videos, how to actually get yourself qualified for some of these visas so you can have more options at your disposal if you do decide to leave your home country and move abroad.
But today we're just going to talk about some of our favorites. We've got, of course, 10. So we are going to count down from 10 to 1.
Number 10 is Portugal. They've made our list a few times. We are dreaming of going to Portugal. Our friends Josh and Kaylee, with expats everywhere, live there. And we are so excited to go meet them in person finally.
Yeah, I'm really excited to go to Portugal. It's been on our list for quite a while. And the more I research it, the more intriguing it becomes to me, not just because it's one of the most affordable countries on our list, but because it has so much to offer. It's a fabulous European country. You've got their incredible rail system, so you can get around throughout the country and take that rail system to other countries in Europe. Plus, they have great buses and ride shares. And then, of course, the diversity within the cities and the rural areas. Portugal has got it going on.
Yeah, I really like that you can go to the beach and the mountains, and it's warmer in the south, it's cooler in the north, but they also have an island chain, La Madeira. It's hard for me to pronounce, but it looks just incredible. I would love to go there.
I thought the Algarve region looks really, really beautiful. The scenery is just stunning.
CEO World Magazine ranks Portugal number 22 for healthcare.
Yeah, that's really impressive. They are well known for their public and private healthcare, which is state of the art and significantly less expensive than that of the United States. Number 9 is Czech Republic.
Prague, which is the capital of Czech Republic, was recently ranked number 7 for best expat cities in the world in a recent survey.
Prague has lots of English speakers. It's a modern city with an enormous amount of history and culture. And the country itself is known for its excellent public transportation, so you can take the train all around the country at very affordable prices.
They just discovered a 7,000-year-old structure. It's older than the pyramids, even older than Stonehenge. So when you talk about history, that's like as long ago as it gets. It's the Stone Age.
Yeah, they have a lot of medieval ruins too. The Czech Republic has 4 seasons, so if you're really into winter, this might be a good spot for you. I'm very intrigued by Czech Republic. However, the harsh winters seem a little bit iffy to me, JP.
Yeah, it gets very cold there. It's bordered by Germany and Austria, so you have easy access to those super cool countries too.
But no beaches, so if you want to go to the beach, you're going to have to take the train and hop over to Portugal to go to the Algarve region.
I think the beaches in Italy are actually closer.
Yeah, you're probably right. They have ice caves there, though. They have some incredible national parks. The Potage, is that right?
Potage. The hardest part of this section is looking up the pronunciations for these names.
Yeah, there's lots of English speakers, but you're still going to need to speak some Czech. So consider yourself warned. Anyway, this national park has ice caves. It has a vineyard. It has incredible views, and you can find things like that all throughout the country. They even have a Bohemian region in Czech Republic.
Yeah, Amelia, you could go look up your roots,
the
could. Gypsy roots.
I know, I'm very excited about that, JP, just not in the middle of winter.
And Czech Republic is also known for its really good healthcare.
Yeah, it was ranked number 14 by CEO World. That is very impressive.
Yeah, it's even better than Portugal.
Before we move on to country number 8, now is a good time to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Most of our videos are about Ecuador, but we do talk about other countries when we do reviews like this. And we're in the middle of booking a couple of trips to some countries we know you guys are going to want to see. So hit that button before you move on.
Number 8 is Cambodia.
This country is known as the Kingdom of Wonder because of all of its incredible temples and its biodiversity and history. And I gotta say, the temples just look incredible. I remember looking at those in National Geographic when I was a kid, and God, I would just love to go see those in real life.
Yeah, that would be amazing. It's also one of the most affordable countries in Southeast Asia. There are a lot of English speakers, and they do use the US dollar. It is the unofficial second currency. However, I did read that they are starting to phase the dollar out.
Cambodia is really popular with international expats and entrepreneurs, and they really like having the Western workers and retirees coming there and spending all their money.
Yeah, they've made it a lot easier to get visas there, so if you're worried about qualifying, you might want to check out Cambodia.
You can travel throughout the country by bus and minivan and tuk-tuks. We love riding in tuk-tuks like we did in India. That was so much fun.
It is fun, although they are kind of noisy.
They are. You can hear them coming from a mile away.
And Cambodia is relatively safe. The big cities have a problem with petty crime, but you know what? You're going to run into that everywhere in the world unconventional, so just make sure you plan accordingly and don't be flashing your valuables and all that good stuff.
There are over 100,000 expats living in Cambodia. That's more than double how many are living in Ecuador.
However, it is not known for its healthcare. It did not even make the CEO World List. It's ranked 118 on the World Population Review list. So a lot of people end up going to Singapore or Bangkok for any sort of major medical.
Number 7 is Thailand.
We have some friends living in Thailand, and we are living vicariously through them right now. They are absolutely loving their lives in Thailand because it is very affordable and expat friendly.
Our friend Jimmy calls it Highland because you can buy marijuana in the grocery store and the shopping mall. It comes in bags. They even sell like marijuana potato chips and all kinds of stuff, honey, and you name it.
Yeah, so if you're into medical marijuana or just marijuana in general, then you may want to check out Thailand. They also have great public transportation, so you don't need a car. Our friends walk everywhere, but they also take tuk-tuks, and then you, of course, have buses and trains.
And rideshare apps, too.
If you're big fans of Thai food like us, you're probably going to eat tons and tons in Thailand. They are known for their amazing food.
Yeah, Jimmy says it's just called food there. It's not actually Thai food.
And they have modern cities, and then you have the rural areas. There's so much to do and so much to experience because the country is very diverse.
In addition to modern cities, it also has jungles and beaches. So you can go for a hike in the jungle and surfing on the beach if you want to.
And then go up to the mountains and cool off to escape the heat because Thailand does have really hot weather.
It's ranked number 13 in the world by CEO World Magazine for healthcare. So that's a really good thing about Thailand.
Number 6 is Vietnam.
I've always wanted to go there just so I can go out and yell, "Good morning, Vietnam!" But I'm sure that they probably are sick of Americans coming there and doing that.
Yeah, JP, that is very cheesy. And Vietnam is known for much more than that movie or, of course, the war. Vietnam is actually known to be extremely safe. They have a very low crime rate.
We featured Da Nang in one of our videos about cheap rentals because they have very affordable housing there.
Yeah, but they have modern cities, so you can get everything you need in Vietnam, especially if you buy local. If you want to buy imported products, especially food, it's going to be more expensive.
Yeah, but the stuff that's grown in the country is very affordable.
Yeah, and you're going to want to eat the locally grown food. Vietnam has incredible food. It is one of the big draws.
Yeah, I love Vietnamese food, although there they just call it food.
Yeah, just like Thailand. Besides the food, they are famous for their culture, the beaches, but also for coffee, unconventionals. I had no idea Vietnam was so big into coffee and that they are the second largest exporters of coffee in the world.
Vietnam also has a lot of national parks and a variety of outdoor activities, including sand surfing.
Yeah, I've never even heard of sand surfing before, but now I think we have to try it too.
I could see you trying that, definitely.
There are also traditional festivals that they hold all year round, so no matter when you come to visit, you can join in the fun and experience the culture.
You can take the train throughout the country, so you don't need a car. A lot of people ride motorcycles there. That's pretty common throughout the world.
And they are ranked number 66 by CEO World for healthcare, so not the best, but not the worst. That is actually pretty middle of the road.
Number 5 might be a little surprising to you, and it is Nicaragua.
Yeah, we've heard from a lot of you that you've been living in Nicaragua for years and that you absolutely love it. It's super safe and the people are amazing.
Yeah, so thanks for that feedback in our comments section on our videos, because we really wouldn't have thought about Nicaragua had you not told us how much you love living there.
I know, and I'm really glad that we started investigating it because it looks incredible. I did not know that Nicaragua is called the land of lakes and volcanoes. The scenery is breathtaking. They even have a freshwater lake, JP, with sharks in it.
I know, I would love to see that. That is just so cool to think about sharks in a freshwater lake.
There's 2 seasons, the wet season and the dry season, as is common around countries in Central America. But Nicaragua is known to be less humid than some of those other countries, which is nice.
It's hotter by the beach, of course, and you have beaches, and it's cooler in the mountains, and you're gonna find some really cool old colonial cities in the mountains too.
And there's also rainforests. There's a lot to see and do in Nicaragua. There is a lot of culture and history, as there are in all of these countries on our list.
Yeah, this may be the most affordable, or one of the most affordable places in Latin America to live as well.
What was interesting when we were doing our research is that part of the public transportation system consists of the old yellow school buses from the United States that are called chicken buses.
I know, that would be weird to ride around on a chicken bus.
If you don't want to take the chicken bus, you can take a minivan or a buseta as well.
Healthcare is lacking in Nicaragua. It didn't even make the list for the CEO World magazine. It ranks 107 on the Population World Review. So if you have any serious medical conditions, you're probably gonna have to go to San Jose in Costa Rica or another country that has better healthcare.
Number 4 is Bolivia.
Bolivia has the lowest cost of living in South America. It's an extremely safe country, but you're gonna need to speak Spanish or one of the 36 indigenous languages that are spoken there.
I think it might be tricky to learn one of those indigenous languages, but I would bet you that some of those languages are woven into the Spanish, like Quechua is woven into the Spanish here in Ecuador.
There is a lot of culture and diversity, so you're gonna see a lot of colorful clothes and cool, like indigenous clothing.
And you'll have a lot of incredible food and cultural activities.
It has spring-like weather pretty much year-round, so if you like those nice mild temperatures, you're gonna like that.
Bolivia is totally landlocked, so you will have to go to another country if you want to go to the beach, but you can experience a lot of diversity and a lot of mountain towns, and a lot of those towns are high elevation, so that is something to consider if you have trouble with elevation.
There are also really cool jungle roads that some of them just look really treacherous though.
Yeah, and you've got the salt flats. There are so many natural wonders to be experienced in Bolivia.
You know, our friends Javier and Samara from Apartamentos Otorongo in Cuenca just did a cycling tour through Bolivia. They went across the salt flats on their bikes. It just looked so incredible.
Yeah, but boy, they're super fit too.
Yeah, they are.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, they are so fit. I'm envious.
Unfortunately, Bolivia, it can be quite a trek. It's not as easy to get there as some of the other countries. So if you're worried about being far away from friends and family, this may not be the right place for you.
And they're also not known for health care. So if you need serious medical care, you're probably gonna have to go somewhere else for that. They didn't make the CEO World list, and they're 106 on the Population World Review list.
Number 3 is our neighbor to the north, Colombia.
It has a lot of really modern European cities. That's one of the main draws for Colombia. And people really enjoy that modern, developed infrastructure.
Bogota and Medellin are very popular with expats. Both cities are located in the mountains and they have wonderful spring-like weather.
And if you want to live on the Caribbean beach, you can go to Cartagena or Barranquilla.
But you can also go to the Pacific coast. What's really cool about Colombia is that it is the second most biodiverse country in the world.
There are tons of different species of birds in Colombia and other wildlife, including, I guess, hippopotami left over from Pablo Escobar.
Colombia has wonderful locally grown food, which you can buy in the mercados. We always like shopping at the mercados. They also have a rich culture and history to experience.
And they have really good public transportation, so you're not going to need a car there either.
And they have wonderful healthcare. They are ranked number 35 on the CEO World List. That is very impressive.
And number 2 is Ecuador. We can't leave out our favorite affordable country off a list like this.
No, we definitely want to encourage you all to consider Ecuador. We absolutely love it here for a variety of reasons. We have tons of videos about Ecuador, but one of our favorite things about Ecuador is the people. We talk about this all the time. They are so amazing.
Yeah, they are really warm and welcoming. You got to be nice to them too, though. If you smile and say hola or buenos dias, buenas tardes, they're going to be nice and smile back to you.
But there's a lot more than just the people. This country is incredibly diverse as well.
Yeah, you can live on the beach if you want to. The whole western coast of Ecuador is on the Pacific Ocean. Lots of beach towns and a couple of nice beach cities. But you also have the mountains, so if you want to live higher elevation, more spring-like temperatures and more greenery, then you got that to choose from. Or you can live in the Amazon. A lot of expats come here and move into the Amazon and live on like a tropical fruit plantation.
Yeah, that would be really cool. You can grow your own fruit, you can grow your own coffee, or you can just go to the mercados and buy them like we do.
Yeah, we love the colorful mercados. We shop at Mercaditos. Those are the little mercados, but a lot of the cities, especially Cuenca, just are decked out with amazing mercados.
Cuenca is such an amazing city because of the incredible architecture and the culture, but there's culture and so much to see and do throughout this entire country. And it's great too because you do not need a car. They have public transportation. Buses will take you all throughout the country, or you can fly from location. We have not ever driven one little inch in Ecuador.
Yeah, I have no desire to drive here. They call driving a dance. I think that's the best way to describe it here. And I don't have any interest in participating in that dance. I'm going to sit in the passenger seat and watch it happen rather than get behind the wheel. But a lot of expats do come here, buy cars and drive, and they get by just fine, but more power to them.
They have a wide variety of options for visas, so chances are really good you're going to find something that will work for you.
Yeah, it's one of the easiest countries to get a visa, and the government really likes having expats here. So do the business owners, because we pump hundreds of millions of dollars into the economy every year. So they've made it really easy to come here. Another really nice thing is that Ecuador is on the United States dollar. It's the exact same currency with the bills and coins that you're used to in the United States, so you don't have to do all that conversion in your head.
And Ecuador has wonderful healthcare. We have experienced that ourselves firsthand. We're extremely happy with it. It is super, super affordable, and they ranked number 25 on the CEO World List. So I am really proud of our little country.
Yes, I have some recent healthcare experiences to share in an upcoming, probably a live stream, maybe a video, but I've had several procedures done recently, and I gotta say the process is seamless. It was so easy. The doctors spoke English, and the cost, we're still shocked at the cost. It's about we paid about 10% what we would have paid in the United States for comparable procedures.
Whoa.
Man, did you guys hear that? Geez, that's a really bad thunderstorm.
Spring storm. And number 1 on our list is Peru.
Peru. I've always wanted to go to Peru, but it is a lot more than just Machu Picchu and Cusco and Lima. There's a lot of other cities. In fact, some of the most popular expat cities are not in those areas, but they are in the mountain region.
Peru has a very long stretch of coast, so you can go to the beach, and you can also go to the rainforest. And of course, you can go back to the mountains and check out those ruins.
Machu Picchu, yeah, I think that's on everyone's bucket list. There are lots of outdoor activities to do in Peru, including sandboarding. You can actually go sandboard down, or snowboard without the snow, down a sand dune. That looks really cool.
Yeah, there's the Rainbow Mountains. The diversity in Peru is stunning.
It's really known for its hiking, and Amelia and I, we love to hike, so I think that would be a great place for us to check out.
And of course, even though everybody thinks of Lima, we want to go and check that out. Lima is the biggest city, and it's right there on the coast. You do have hot temperatures in the summer, but you've got the cool summer nights, and it can be very comfortable, very pleasant there.
A lot of the popular expat areas in Peru are in the mountains, which are high elevation, so if you struggle with that, that might be a consideration for you.
This is a great time to remind you all to wear your sunscreen. You are going to get sunburn in the Andes Mountains if you are not careful. We've heard from a lot of viewers that they should have brought a hat and loaded up on the sunscreen because those sunburns do not feel good. So bring an umbrella with you as well because it works for the rain or the sun.
Peru is ranked number 62 on CEO World Magazine's healthcare list. So it's kind of middle of the road, not fantastic, but I'm pretty sure you get pretty good care there.
If you found this video helpful, we think you'll like this one too.
It's becoming more and more difficult to afford retirement in the United States and several other countries. Even a regular lifestyle is hard to afford these days.
Let us know in the comments if any of these countries look appealing to you, and leave us a like, please, if you enjoy learning about them.
All right, guys, we hope you have an unconventional day, and we will see you all in our next video.
Ciao.
Ciao.